You see this, cherry lovers? Do you see this? Don't be Larry. All right? I'm telling you, don't be Larry. Hello, cherry lovers. We're back up here on the farm. We're probably going to be up here, more than likely, being up here most of summer. I got to go home every now and then, do a little lawn work, stuff like that at home, but other than that, we're going to be up here most of the summer. I got lots, like I told you guys before, I got lots that I got to do, and it's got to get done. So we're going to do it, and we're going to get it done, but we got a lot of things. I mean, I have got a lot of things going on. But today, I'm going to bring you guys along, hopefully before it rains. Well, it's a beautiful day right now, but they're calling for rain this evening. So I've got to get, what I'm going to do is, let me poke it down here and show you what I got to do and get that done. And then I'm going to see if I can't replace the switch and fix that. When I get done with that, I'm going to put the fertilizer in the bucket, and we're going to go out and fertilize all the cherry trees, and we're going to fertilize all the apple trees, and we're going to try and get that part done today. Don't know how far we can get, but we're trying. And I've noticed, because we had a couple nice warm days and some good rains, that we're starting to see bud break on all of the cherry trees. Very beautiful day today. I haven't seen any frost. Like I said, no frost yet, but we're still not out of the woods, clear down to the end of May. But usually, if I can get these cherry trees beyond any frost date, I got the pollen to put on them. Anything beyond the frost date, or I mean, we get beyond that, and they get cherries on them and start to grow really good. Bingo, we've got it made. But we've got to make right now, it's a critical part right now, all the way to flowers and then pollination. And once the pollination takes and they start swelling, we're good to go. We got to get there. And I'm praying this year is the year, because those trees should have produced last year, and we had that goofy spring like we have every spring. But anyway, they're looking good. Apples are looking good. They're starting to bud out a little. They're looking fuzzy. Nectarines, they're swelling. No flowers yet, but I would say in the next week or two we should see that. So let's get started on this, and then I'll take you along on the rest of it. We got to fix the old girl here to get her running, or get her fixed so we can use this, because this right here is one thing about my little tractor. This is the critical part of the farm. If I had to do everything by hand, yeah. So we got to keep this old girl running in good shape. So here we go. Okay, first off, I'm going to replace, got one made. Okay, I got to replace it from there back down to here, and snake it through. But I got to get that all put on so that we can get this tractor running, because it sprang a leak. So we're going to get started doing that, folks. And I thought I'd bring you along and let you show you what we're doing. And even though it's all oily and greasy from the leak, I'm going to put the guard on, and we're going to go from there. So I'll string it through. Make sure it gets strung the right way. Because I know it was down through there. I just don't know. There it is. That's why that guard's on there. That's why that guard's on there. Keep coming, guard. There we go. That's why the guard's on there. All right. And just like that. I knew it was going to be a quick fix, but it's like anything. It springs a leak. You got to do it. You definitely got to fix her. So, and I don't have no. All right. No cross threads. There we are. Yep. There it is. Just recently. There it is. Go. Not over tighten. You definitely don't want to over tighten. Tighten, but not over tight. Okay, I think that's it. Now let's see. And now you see me shut that off that way. And that's the reason. That's the reason for the season. Well, let me show you the reason why I shut that off there. So anybody sees this will say, well, why'd you do that for? I replaced, I think they call that an actuator down in there. That's been replaced. That's what I take my either screwdriver or the back of my hammer there and push it in to shut it off. That's like a shut off gas switch, but it's a solenoid. Well, I've checked that, I replaced that. I've also checked the fuse. Well, there's only three things that the problem is. It's either the solenoid, the fuse, or that switch. Well, I've checked the fuse is okay. I've checked the solenoid is okay, all right? So the only thing left, possibly, that can be is the switch. So that's my next thing right here. I'm going to do it. I just wanted to, anybody that, for Kubotas and everything, this is what's going on. I talked to a Kubota dealer when I went in and bought the new switch, and it basically just unplugs and screws in. So that's what I'm going to do next, and hopefully that turns on, and that'll be turning on and off, and we'll be good to go. And now I'm going to go into the replacement. I'm going to set you up over here. As you guys all know, I don't always talk a lot, especially when I get into this. This is going to be a hectic little thing because of where it's at. So I'm going to get it unplugged, get it plugged in, see what it works, and we'll go from there. All I can say is we should, hopefully that'll be ready to go, because as soon as I get that replaced and it's working, if it don't, then I got to figure out something else. But tractor still runs. I just have to shut it off manually. But if I can get that fixed, I'm loading 100 pounds of fertilizer, organic, hitting the cherry trees, hitting the apple trees, and any fruit tree that needs it. We're going to load it with some fertilizer. Okay, people, you got front row and center. We're gonna attempt to do this. So here we go. Let's get started. Let's unscrew this. This has got to come off. This is where it lets everything breathe. Underneath here, I'll take that off. That's pretty dang clean. My batteries there. I'll get down on my hands and knees and figure out. Now let's see how this one works. Alright, we gotta get down on our hands and knees and look up in there. It ain't quick. Got this little washer right here. Good thing I didn't pry on that, people. That has to come off. Maybe we're trying to make things worse than it was. That's okay. There we go. Just like that. And now it is time to put the new one out. I'm hoping. Cherry lovers, I'm hoping this works. If it don't, I'm gonna have to plug this back in. It goes in. That way it come off. Okay, that's done all the way. Before I put that up there, now that I got it plugged in, that means there's only one other thing that could be, folks. That's what the guy told me. There was one other thing. I got a new switch. I got a new solenoid. Fuse is good because it wouldn't start otherwise. The only thing, let me show you guys, and I'm gonna splice it and twist it. The only thing that could be going bad is, let me get down there. See that white wire? The only thing that could be going bad, because there's only one white wire right there. Something tells me there's no connections in there. They're not a good connection. That's what that's telling me right there. And I always thought that. And then probably I could have saved me some money, but I'm gonna take that wire. I'm gonna go get a wire nut and splice it and put it back together, and we'll see how that works. Be right back and we'll see. I'm hoping that's because there's nothing else. If not, then I'm going to have to go in and talk to a Kubota dealer, because new solenoid, new switch, fuse is fine. That means that's the only thing left. because that switch gives it juice to start. All right, but this ground is the only thing that's the part that shuts the thing off. And anyways, we'll be right back. Let me go see if I got a wire nut. You see this, cherry lovers? Do you see this? Don't be Larry. All right, I'm telling you, don't be Larry. Last year, I checked these fuses, all 4 of them. There's 3 of them 15 and there's one 20. I checked these fuses and all of them looked okay. Got to put this in for folks, because this is called stupidity. I should have just went and first thing should have just went and got the fuses, replaced all these fuses, and then go from there. No, I checked the fuses. There's nothing wrong with them. I went and bought a brand new solenoid. I think it was $90 some. Okay, I went and got a switch, $90 some. Put them all in. That wasn't the problem. You see it? I spent almost $200, just probably with tax, over $200 on $1.50 fix. Can't take the solenoid back. You can't take the switch back. You can't take them back. But the good thing is I got an extra solenoid and I got an extra switch. They're going up here on the shelf. And guess what? If them ever do go bad, I don't have to go buy one, because I got one now. And I'm just trying to tell you guys, don't be Larry. That's what I would say. It's always, don't be Larry. Do not be Larry at all. If you think that the first thing you should do is they do the simple stuff first, like they always say, I should have just went and bought fuses, changed them, and guess what? I wouldn't have had to do all the things I did all winter long, and it'd be ready to go. But anyways, it's all fixed. It's ready to go. Let me guys show you. I got to put it back in, put it back together, and then we're going to go do, like I said, we're going to go do fertilizer, get that done before it starts raining. Beautiful day, all right? 62 degrees, very warm feeling out for us up here in the north, because it's been cold. Beautiful day for working, and I'm trying to get it all done. So let's get this all put back together, and I'll show you it starts and everything. I'll put the back together, and then we'll head for the apples and not apples. That's strawberries are coming, but apples, nectarines, and cherries. We're going to fertilize, but let's take you down here and show you this. Don't be Larry. Okay, cherry lovers, if you guys want to know what I'm using, this is what I'm using. It's called Fruit Trees 624. Put it on last year. It really helped everything grow, and everything's looking really good. So I decided to go with it again this year. So I thought I would show you guys what I have and what I'm using, just so you guys know. Okay, cherry lovers, I got everything fertilized, all the plants, or I should say all the trees got fertilized, and we're good to go. Everything, all the cherries, all the apples, the nectarines, that's done. Now hopefully we'll get a good rain tonight. It'll soak in and everything's going to start, and I hope it does start, because it things are looking good. The trees are looking good that are still here. I got about, like I said, I got pretty close to 15 trees that I got to do an assessment with. Not that none of them that are out here now are still living, but some of them have died, and I'm going to replace them. I want a full orchard here, so I'm going to look on, see what I can get based on what I have, because right now I'm trying to advance out there and up there about an acre of strawberries in 2 different patches. I'm going to look into this tomorrow and start, or I should say Monday, and I'm going to try and get everything rolling. So I just thought I'd tell you guys that everything's going here. I'm assessing all the stuff that needs to be assessed, and my son gets up here. We're going to continue to do the high tunnel. Hopefully by Memorial weekend the plastic will be over the high tunnels. Now I see that I might just wait till after Memorial weekend to put the plastic over, and the reason why is I see my trees have grown up above where the trusses are, or where the rafters are. If we have a good spring, good flowering, good everything, I don't want to mess with the putting the plastic up or having to trim off that amount of tree branches. I just want them to go produce, and once they get done producing, then this summer I can clip them all back to fit underneath the high tunnel, put the plastic over it, and we're still running. So that's kind of the assessments that I'm gonna look over, because I don't want to mess anything up. I mean, I have a feeling, a real strong feeling, that we're gonna get some cherries this year. We're gonna, from what the way they're saying, we're supposed to have a warm spring and a very warm summer. So I think the trees and everything, even the garden, I think we're going to have a pretty good harvest. So if you guys like this video, hit the thumbs up, like and subscribe. We'd love to see you back. Like I said, I'm going to be here a lot, so we're going to got a lot going on. Going to be up here most of summer, and I'm going to film it all. So you guys stick around and you'll get to see everything I'm going to do, and hopefully I'll get it all put back, which that's my goal. Fences, you name it, I'm trying to get it all going and get it all done. So see you guys next time. Come on back, I'll still be working. Bye now.